stuff to destroy the Scuds. We did not want to escalate any of these Scuds being fired into Israel to get Israel involved in the first desert.
Yeah. Before you get to desert though, there was didn't the
they had the prison before that.
The prison happened before that. That's what I wanted to ask you about. So that story I think is super valuable. So what was the whole situation with the prison? It was in Atlanta, correct?
When President Carter he got after all these countries for their human rights violation. And he was after Cuba, for example, for its human rights violations.
Yeah.
So Castro says, okay, he opened up his prisons, his insane prisons, he gave them boats and says, go to America.
Fidel Castro sent all of his criminals to America.
And those that were judged criminally insane, sent them to America, gave them boats. And
you know what that sounds a lot like? Sounds a lot like what was happening with Venezuela and all these other countries in South America with a lot of people that came in through the border over the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
but anyway, so yeah.
So they were called the Mariana Boat People. Do you remember any of this in history?
I've never heard of Mariana. Nobody ever taught us about the Mariana Boat People.
There's a lot of history. In history, especially through elementary and to high school, history is sanitized in the American school system.
Yes, it is.
They only tell you about the good parts of American history or stuff. We talk about the bad parts of the other parts of the world, but American history is sanitized.
Yeah.
And you do not learn about the stuff. So anyway, the Mariana Boat People came here and they were arrested and put in our different federal prisons.
Oh, they were arrested. So we did apprehend them.
Yes.
Okay.
So they were in our prisons. They were in Oakdale Prison. They were in Atlanta Federal Penitentiary. There was a couple prisons that they were in. So that was under the Carter administration.
So they were arrested when Carter was still president.
Right.
But Operation Pocket Planner didn't actually happen until Reagan was president.
Yes. So Reagan was sending them all back to Cuba. You guys,
did he publicly announce that?
You guys are going back to Cuba. Well,
we're sending you back. You're getting deported.
So they did not want to go back to a Cuban prison.
I imagine not.
So the American prisons are a lot better than Cuban